Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Merry Christmas to everyone. So I wanted to talk about Don't Open Till Christmas. This video is queued up to go up on Christmas, but I'm not filming it in December. It's actually November. So this is one I had seen previously on, I think, YouTube, but unbeknownst to me, it's very, very edited. So I kind of liked what I saw, but I was also like, this doesn't seem great. It's sort of boring. It's because it was edited, because YouTube would have probably thrown it off. So this Blu-ray just came out. It was put out by Vinegar Syndrome. It's a very nice release. That's the new cover artwork. And then the old cover artwork is from the VHS tape, which I kind of prefer. A little bit more of a classic look. And this movie is about someone going around murdering people dressing like Santa Claus. So during Christmas, obviously, you have the people ringing the bells outside of the stores, or the people in the malls, or whatever, people dressing up in it for parties, and this person's going around murdering Santa. You don't know why, but it's pretty graphic. There's some pretty cool stabbings, and that sounds kind of like a serial killer I'm speaking like, but pretty cool, you know, stabbings and murderings and all type of ongoings with that stuff. It's a sleazy movie. There's a decent amount of nudity, kind of this dirty underworld feeling to it. Strippers, naked models getting killed. At one point, the cover of the film that I flipped over and showed you a moment ago, there's this woman who's dressing up as like Santa Claus and getting naked for like a photo shoot. And the murderer goes after her at one point because he sees from behind that she's dressed like Santa Claus. So there's all like stuff like that. The main detective in the film, and I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong, is Edmund Purdom. It says here The Fifth Chord. I didn't see that movie, but he was a famous actor. The movie, by the way, is English, British. So everyone has English accents, which may throw you off, but it really isn't bad at all in terms of being able to understand them. The accents aren't very thick or anything, in my opinion. Anyhow, Edmund Purdom was in Pieces as the detective, and this feels totally like an offshoot of that. He's the detective again, and he's going around trying to figure out who's killing all these Santa Clauses. The backstory to this is that Edmund had been offered, I guess, a role in the film, but then said, well, I really want to vie for, I think it was like producer and director, or something like that. They asked him to produce it, and he said, yeah, but only if you let me direct it. And he became really involved in this movie, but then left, and then came back again at the end. So I don't know if he had a problem or fought with someone. I watched like a whole thing on it. It was actually pretty interesting, but he seemed to have some kind of issues with the other creators, and then he came back at the end and finished the movie anyway. So part of the film doesn't have him in it. And then he comes back. So there's also a cameo by Carolyn Monroe, who out of nowhere does a concert. So she pops up from Maniac fame and what's the other one? The last horror movie, or the Last American Horror Movie with Joseph Manel, which I like. So it's a good, sleazy mystery slasher that I really enjoyed. Way more this time, watching it unedited, uncut. Looked great. Do not watch it on YouTube. And it's very similar to Pieces in terms of like kind of the tones and the feeling and the griminess of the film. So if you like that British sensibility with that sort of sleaziness like Pieces, you will like Don't Open Till Christmas. They're very similar. They just feel like they're in the same world, sort of. So I like both of them a lot. They've actually both really grown on me. And if you were to say like English slashers, both of them are really fun. That one tries to lean more into like, they're both murder mystery slashers, but the other one tries to lean more into like that Texas Chainsaw vibe, sort of. This one obviously is a Christmas kind of thing going on. Excuse me. It says here it's packed with bonus features, including archival treats and long-lost scenes that were discovered in a rough cut. It's restored and scanned in 4K from the 35 inch negative. excuse me, not 4K, 2K. Don't Direct Till Christmas, a 20-minute interview that's brand new with the director-writer Alan Birkinshaw. So I guess Edmund Purdom didn't fully direct it. Slashing Miss Monroe, a new interview with Carolyn Monroe. Purdom Babylonia, an interview with Edmund Purdom's daughter Lillian. A 56-minute uncut archival interview. The Making of, which is 52 minutes. A documentary with the cast and crew. Another featurette. A commentary track. Deleted and extended scenes from the rough cut. Behind the scenes still gallery. Theatrical trailer. Reversible cover art. And English subtitles. Jam-packed with stuff. So if special features are your thing, they really aren't mine. This is one you should definitely add to your Christmas horror films. It's fun. It's got that Christmas Evil thing going on, but, you know, a step up because it's sleazier and more graphic and more fun. So definitely recommend Don't Open Till Christmas. And if you haven't seen Pieces, I recommend that too. They are probably perfect counter films to each other. However, if you watch them back to back, you'll probably get confused and start mixing things up. So check out Don't Open Till Christmas from Vinegar Syndrome. People were really waiting on this one and excited that it finally was getting a really nice release. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.